I'm sorry about the shower. It sounded like you were sleepwalking again and just wouldn't wake up. You're really starting to worry me.
This time it is out of control. I'm gonna call Dr. Ramos.
That's very early, hon.
Mom.
He'll be okay.
No. Come on, get warm.
I'm going.
Owen, get your feet off the table and tell your dad to reschedule his trip.
My man.
Mom wants you to reschedule your trip.
Reschedule.
Well, you know I have to go.
He has to go.
Just a couple days. I promise.
You don't need to worry about it. He does this like every other week.
We talked about this.
Are you sure that this is a good idea?
We need to keep everything as normal as possible. He'll be fine.
Be safe. I love you.
I love you too, Owen. Take care of your mother for me, all right?
All right, I will.
All right?
Call me.
Hey, Mr. Whitmore.
Hello, Maggie.
Are you leaving town?
Well, just a quick overnight. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Drive safe. Hi.
How are you? Good. Hi.
Morning, Maggie.
Morning.
Owen, I want you to be ready to go in case they can squeeze you in.
Are you going out of town too?
I haven't decided yet. Mom just wants me to, and she just likes to talk like that because she wants to turn my bedroom into her private office.
He thinks I'm the Wicked Witch.
I don't think you're the Wicked Witch, Mom.
The enrollment deadline is in 3 days, and I have my eye on it, even if you don't. They say this is the best pre-med school
in the state. I know.
Yes.
You've told me and told me. I'm gonna go get my sweatshirt.
Maggie, I just want to make sure that we understand each other. I mean, you know we think the world of you. But Owen's education is very important, and I would not like to think that you were going to try and talk him out of going.
Actually, I've been trying to talk him into it. I'd love him to stay, but this town will never hold him. And it'd be wrong of me to try. But I do love him. I love him to death.
They seem to be occurring with more frequency and greater intensity.
I've just had a lot on my mind lately. That, my overactive imagination, you know that.
No, that's never caused you to suffer blackouts before.
Sleepwalking isn't that unusual. You said that.
Owen, it's not just sleepwalking we're talking about here now, is it? You're graduating to a whole different form of sleep disorder. It's one thing to have a conversation in your sleep, and it's quite another to rearrange furniture and run around the neighborhood and wake up with no recollection of it.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I need that couch after all.
And then you combined this escalating activity with your previous history. Anxiety attacks, milder forms of sleep disorders. You know, frankly, I'm concerned, Owen. I'm running out of theories.
The never-ending capital punishment debate is on full display this week outside the walls of Townsend State Prison, where convicted serial killer Eugene Branch is scheduled to be executed 5 days from now. Many remember the brutality and the fear that gripped this community as if it were yesterday. But it was actually 15 years ago last month when Dr. Eugene Branch was arrested for multiple mutilation-style killings, which earned him the nickname Mean Gene. Dr. Branch has steadfastly maintained that the deaths were necessary sacrifices for his medical research, that the crimes were committed, if you will, in the name of science. The Court of Appeals apparently disagreed, turning down his latest appeal yesterday. It looks like this execution will go off on schedule.
efforts to map the human genome is a genie that has been loosed from her bottle. In my opinion, it would be immoral not to fully develop this science. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for coming. I want to remind you that the cutting edge is not always the most comfortable place to be. Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Julian.
Hello.
I'd like to say I enjoyed your lecture too,
Oh.
but I missed the whole thing.
Well, what a pity. It was one of our better ones.
I have read a lot of your journal articles. I find it very interesting. Just wondering, do you ever do any private consulting? Because I have a patient who I think would be a great test model for your theories.
You have my undivided attention.
I think he's in real trouble. He needs your help.
That it is a genetic mutation which causes diminished levels of neurotransmitters in the brain,
Thereby resulting in impulsive and aggressive behavior, criminal behavior.
So you convinced you successfully mapped and isolated the culprit gene.
A heritable gene. Heritable. DRD4.
Then why is it that the age-old nature versus nurture debate continues to rage?
Because the nurture proponents insist that an individual's environment is the dominant force shaping his behavior. And I couldn't disagree more. I fear, however, that society is not quite ready for such a leap. Imagine, for instance, what it would do to the criminal justice system, which predicates its entire existence on a principle of individual responsibility. Would the criminal legally be culpable if he had no choice in the matter, no control over his behavior? I have managed successfully to recap my entire lecture. I'm glad you came down. You're very easy to talk to.
I'm very excited you're coming up tomorrow. I think it will be worth your time.
It already has been.
No reason this had to be face to face.
That was your idea initially, if you recall.
I just added the personal touch.
I'm not here to argue.
Well, your package has already been provided to the warden, as promised.
I just wanted to size you up, see you up close. You were kind of a man, you know.
Practically family, ain't we?
The prison shrink just gave me his envelope.
Guess we could have spared you this little get-together.
And we're done here?
I got a lot of media requests today, and I'm
Busy, but you want to continue this talk.
I'll make the time right now.
You know, I look at you, and you actually seem human. In a couple of days, you'll be yesterday's news.
Kind of missing the point. They're gonna kill me, and it's my legacy that's gonna live on here.
Your only legacy is mayhem and madness, and those die with you.
Well, you, of all people, should know better than that. It's not my wish. It's a fact. You go to hell.
Is it hopeless?
We don't do hopeless here. Come in. I'd like you to meet someone.
I don't know why you think I'm gonna let some stranger into my head. I wish we would have talked about this before he starts wasting his time with me.
Give him a chance. Let's see how it goes. Owen, this is Dr. Jonas Julian. Jonas specializes in dream analysis and sleep disorders, one of the world's foremost authorities in this particular discipline.
Foremost authorities? Oh boy, I must be in worse trouble than I thought. That's gotta be a real ego boost to achieve, you know, those credentials at such a young age. Sit down. Speaking of young, what do you think of his theories?
Ooh, a test.
Owen.
Carl Jung, architect of modern dream interpretation, believed that the integration of the conscious and the unconscious should be the general basis of dream therapy, discovered the concept of recognition of the denied and undiscovered self, which was the central hub of his studies. Definitely way ahead of his time.
Personally, I prefer Freud, but it's only because those sexual connotations, you know, they really spice up all those hopelessly boring clinical explanations.
Well, what healthy 18-year-old wouldn't?
As of next month, 19.
Happy birthday, in case I'm not around to celebrate with you.
Did I scare you away already?
Not yet. Dr. Ramos has been kind enough to give me the background of your medical history, and, well, I was hoping that we could sit down and get to know each other better, if that's all right with you.
Fine for me, we're on.
I've also recommended that you discontinue your current meds and try that prescription there. We've given you some samples to get you going.
This has been a busy week for the Department of Corrections as they prepare for the state's first execution in 3 years. Tensions are high around here, and there are many details to attend to if this execution is to go off in 3 days as scheduled.
No, I'm already enrolled in the fall. That's great. We're looking forward to that. My question is, if I wait until winter, will you guys still hold my spot?
I can check on it for you.
So if I call back in 3 days, you may know?
Make it 5.
5, okay. I was just hoping to get a clear answer, that's all. I can call back. Oh!
Owen!
Maggie,
I can't believe you hit me.
wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You just, you came up behind me and scared me. It was instinct, all right? I'm sorry. I mean that. I mean that. Hey, come on. Maggie, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I didn't mean to. I scared myself. Sorry.
What does it mean when our worlds apart collide in a dream? We've fallen and awaken, it seems, in a place not meant for you and me. Worlds apart, that's what we
What?
are.
What? Thanks. You know that I love you. I'm sorry.
I know. Owen,
Do you want me to kiss your cheek again? I'm sorry.
Owen, you know I love you, too. I just need things to be more
What?
settled between us, Owen. Let's just see how life plays out before we.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it feels right, Owen.
Okay. I can't believe myself sometimes.
It's okay. I'll let you slide this time, Owen.
Thanks.
Call me in the morning.
Okay. Good night. Bye. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Are there any issues with substance abuse, drugs, alcohol?
Occasional social drinking, you know, the usual stuff. The only drugs I take are the ones you guys make me. God, please, I just want to be normal here.
That's why we're here, Owen. You're not alone. Let's talk about the nightmare. Was it the same as before?
I'm inside this, like, dark hospital, this old laboratory or something, and there's always this girl. She's usually just this random, faceless girl, but, last night she had a face, and it was Maggie. In the dream, she's freaking out, and she's trying to get away from something. She's hurt, really hurt, and scared. She's so scared. I mean, she's like scared to death.
Do you think maybe it's you she's afraid of?
It's not all coherent in my mind, but she's like underwater, thrashing around like crazy. And then she's just still.
All nightmares originate from stimuli which, for some reason, lodges in our subconscious. We are going to get to the root of yours. So let's break this down. Are you and Maggie having any major conflicts?
Dr. Robles, sorry for the interruption, ma'am, but we have ourselves a situation.
Excuse me for 1 minute.
Missing girl from the staff.
There was an incident.
Wait, what happened?
Doctor, can you please follow me?
Doctor. Detective Mark Ulan.
Catherine Ramos, this is Dr. Jonas Julian.
How do you do?
Pleasure. I understand you're the facility administrator and resident psychiatrist here.
Yes. Harvey has briefed me. I can't believe it.
Well, we're classifying this as a homicide. The victim was an employee of yours, Marcia Freeman.
Oh, God.
They mutilated her, cut her up and all. Sadistic son of a bitch.
Yes, it was ugly. I'm gonna need your cooperation, Doctor. Interviewing staff, patients, reviewing security video, anything that might have seemed out of the ordinary.
We have 4 overnight staff employees. You can certainly question them. Now, in terms of the patients, it's a little tricky.
Doc, I plan on doing my job here.
Oh,
Yeah?
your dream. It wasn't just a dream, was it?
What do you mean?
The girl, the victim, she's here, murdered, just like you described.
Murdered? Here?
Maggie?
No, not Maggie. One of my girls. She was only 21, for God's sakes.
Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on here, but but I couldn't have had anything. Mom, will you tell him?
Let's everybody just stop and think. What possible explanations could there be?
Psychics, they have this kind of visions. An uncanny coincidence?
Or Owen is somehow involved.
Mom, how can you even think that?
Somebody, could you tell me something else that makes sense? Well, aren't you the expert? How much am I paying you to? Somebody tell me something!
Listen to me. Mom, you have to believe me, okay? Listen, I just don't know, okay? Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. You just, I don't know.
Not to make matters worse, but I think the protocol in a situation like this is clear. Do you agree that we need to inform the detective?
We violate doctor-patient confidentiality, we'll lose his trust. We're not certain Owen is involved. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
Well, with all due respect, I think that's for law enforcement to sort out.
God, Dad used to do this thing where he would touch foreheads with me, and it would take away all my pain, all my worries, just like that. I'll miss that.
Go away.
I value my license, Doctor. I'll talk to the detective meanwhile. This stays between us.
I'm saying worse.
Detective, can I speak with you for a moment?
Will they arrest him?
I don't think so.
Well, what about Owen's dreams?
Well, it piqued their interest, but it's not exactly a confession.
But his history, it's disturbing.
So can we go now?
Well, they're probably going to want to ask you some questions down the road, but on my recommendation, yeah, you're free to go for now.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Dr. J, for sticking your neck out for me. It's good to know that somebody believes me. Bye.
Is that the best you can do? Excuse me.
You have no new messages.
He still hasn't called. Where could he be?
This is not the time to freak out, okay? I really need you right now.
Get a grip. Mrs. Whitmore, go home and just go about your routine. That is, until the police call to interrogate your son about why the nightmares he's having of murder are coming true. And oh, by the way, just don't leave town. I need to take a little walk.
Mom, no, you can stay here. I'm gonna leave because you don't want to be in the same room with me. Bye-bye.
Owen, don't be ridiculous. That's not what I meant. Owen! Yeah, hello. I'd like to place the missing persons report.
Telling you, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like the people there. It's just, it's a new group, but we fit in perfect. Yeah? I like it. You'll like it. Plus, you might just come up with a new hobby, you know? New sport. So I can pick you up at like, what, 6? All right. See you then.
George. A fine humanitarian.
Tell me again about these strange sensations.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say sensations. I think they were more of like, you know, a new perspective. I don't know, like, you know, when you're looking at something and then you look from another angle, it changes the way you perceive it. Kind of like that.
And what angle were you working?
I was just watching her. I guess I get a kick out of seeing her when she doesn't know anybody's looking.
Is it a kick or a thrill?
I'm not sadistic, if that's what you're trying to get at. It's just watching her.
How are the probes? Anything uncomfortable?
These probes were yours.
Breakthroughs take work and a little bit of courage.
Well, honestly, I guess I was trying it on, you know. I was watching her to see how it felt, and if I had it in me. I don't know.
That's good, Ellen. Don't suppress it. Embrace your feelings. We'll deal with the truth. You just gotta find your way to it.
Harvey? Could you give a girl a little warning?
Sorry, ma'am. That killing last night gave me the creeps, too. I thought I heard something down here in one, but everything's locked up. I'm gonna go check, too. You wanna come?
No, I'll be in my office finishing up. Night, Harvey.
Night, Doc.
Wake up! Wake up, Owen!
Stop it!
Owen! Ow! Ow!
Mom? Mom, I don't... Mom? Mom! 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 Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't touch me!
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Harvey.
I guess I was dozing. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Not for me, thanks. Harvey!
Huh? What the hell?
Owen.
What?
Go and change your shirt. The police are here. Go quickly, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mrs. Whitmore?
Yes.
Detective Mark Houlihan.
How do you do?
Things have been a little chaotic lately.
Forgive my manners. Would you like to come in? You know, I'm not real sure that we should be doing this at this point. I don't know if Dr. Ramos would recommend it, and I haven't yet had a chance to talk to my husband about this.
Well, actually, that was my first question. Have you had any contact with him, your husband?
Oh, the missing persons report.
Yeah. When's the last time you spoke to him?
Detective Houlihan, this is my son, Owen.
Yeah. Oh, I saw you at the clinic yesterday.
Yeah, I was there. Hi.
Pardon me, I've got to take this. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm on my way. You mentioned Dr. Ramos earlier.
Yeah, that's my therapist. Why, what's up?
Could I speak to you for a moment in private?
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
I don't mean to be mysterious.
What?
Now, her being his therapist, I think it might be better if you were to tell him.
Of course.
I'll be in touch.
Yes.
I'll let myself out.
Thank you for coming.
Wow, what did he say?
They discovered someone was murdered last night.
Look, Mom.
Don't answer me. Because I don't want to know.
Let's call Dr. Ramos. She'll be able to, smooth things over.
Dr. Ramos is dead. We have company.
Oh, great.
heard. I am so very sorry. I wanted you to hear it from me. I know she was much more
She
than...
was everything. She was my lifeline.
They've asked if I can step in and help out temporarily at the clinic. Given the circumstances, I've cleared my schedule for the week. I'm not going anywhere, Owen. We're gonna get you through this.
I hope so.
Meanwhile, I've got to gather the equipment from your room, and I think we should reschedule that follow-up as soon as possible.
Okay, come on.
Hey, Owen. Front page toward the bottom. Have a look.
Forensic nature of the local murder have authorities commenting that the scheduled execution of Dr. Eugene Branch can't happen fast enough. Marcia Freeman, a 21-year-old nurse, was found murdered yesterday in a manner eerily reminiscent of Branch's confessed modus operandi. Authorities fear a copycat killer.
Yeah, this Mean Gene, he's quite intriguing. He was a serial killer who conducted medical experiments on his victims many years back. Anyway, he's scheduled to be executed in 2 days, and the news media is having a field day reliving his gory past. You know, it's possible, Owen, that you have fixated on all these news accounts, and that could explain the escalation of the nightmares, how specific they've become. Anyway, the point is,
I know that some morbid thoughts, unconscious or conscious, are normal. Dr. Ramos said that all the time. Sometimes certain thoughts, they'll pop up into my head, and I know I shouldn't be having them.
Oh, and my equipment seems to have failed. It only recorded about an hour.
Last night wasn't that good. I woke up over here and everything was strewn all over the place, and I don't know.
We have to do something.
Well, the first thing we have to do is check out this shirt so that we really know what's going on. Let me drop this off at the lab, and I'll meet you back at the clinic in 2 hours.
What do we do in the meantime?
No, you don't have to worry. I'm leaving.
Owen.
Hey.
Maggie. I'm the one who's going to leave. I have an appointment.
Owen, should we head back to the clinic now?
Yeah, I think that'd be best. Could you maybe, give us a couple minutes?
Sure. Be downstairs.
Owen. What's the matter? Why wouldn't you meet me at my house? I told you my parents are gone for the weekend, and I hear that the forecast is calling for frigid temps to be replaced by a warming trend.
Okay, it's best that we're not alone right now.
You didn't even want to try? What is it that you're doing, Owen?
There are better things out there for you,
No,
Maggie.
Owen.
Maggie, there are better things.
Look me in the eyes. Tell me that you don't love me.
I don't love you. Max, I don't love you.
Whitehurst Medical Clinic has sat atop this hill and has operated with relative anonymity for decades. Suddenly, the privately run residential psychiatric facility is the epicenter of 2 ritualistic-style murders that have stunned this community. With this week's pending execution of the last serial killer to terrorize this city already dominating the headlines, the recent murders have this community coming unhinged.
Looks like you're being abandoned. I can relate to that. Jay, I can't go home. My mom's afraid of me, and I can't tell her that she shouldn't be. I don't trust myself around Maggie, and I don't know. I think I might turn myself into the cops.
Well, we'll get the test results back on the shirt tomorrow, and then we'll be certain. I have an idea. You don't feel like you should go home, and I don't think you should turn yourself in, at least till we get the results back. Why don't you stay here, at least for the night? All the patients have been transferred to a sister facility. They closed this place down at sunset. Nobody in, nobody out. It's a great solution.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks. I'm gonna have to go home soon. Mom's out. It'll be better that way. Get my things.
Well, why don't you go pick a room first, Harvey will show you around.
That works. Thanks.
Owen, it's a good decision.
Yes. I'll call you back in a minute. Good afternoon, Mrs. Whitmore.
Good afternoon. Warden, I need to know, did Walter keep his appointment here?
Yes, he did.
Was there anything unusual about Walter's visit? Did he seem all right?
Well, as far as I know. He didn't offer me his private thoughts, and I didn't pry. Said he was anxious to meet Jonas and was on his way. I assume he took the package and left.
Well, needless to say, if you hear anything.
I'll contact you immediately. Confiscated that from a road guard who had it autographed. Planning to auction it online, I suppose.
Warden, may I borrow this book?
You can take it. We have quite a few on hand.
I'm sure you do.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Whitmore.
Dad? 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 Hello? What is this? What?
So Amanda was also sacrificed? She didn't share my vision, and she wasn't about to tolerate my agenda. But, the thing with Amanda is Amanda was Owen's natural mother. Somehow I always knew that she would become a necessity.
Walter! Why would he... Walter! Walter! Walter!
your son. No, don't call me your son.
No, don't even say that, because whatever we did, Owen, whatever we didn't do, we did it because we loved you.
Everything
we really
that you
loved you.
told me?
Please.
It was a
listen
lie.
to me. No.
Stop! I've been living my life through the perception of someone else, through the perception of Owen Whitmore, who doesn't even exist.
No, Owen, you listen to me. Your father, I think, is here. We could sit down. We could talk
what
about this all together. Please.
But you know what I'm responsible for, so that makes you just as much guilty as me. And I can't live with these consequences. I don't know if you can. Look, I'm sorry.
I am your mom. I am your mom.
I just have to. I just have to find out. I just have to find out. I just have to.
Wait, Owen. Wait. Owen, I am your mom. Walter. Walter. Oh, God, thank God you're safe. Walter, you gotta wake up. Okay, Owen knows everything. Walter, wake up.
So you think Owen's responsible for your husband's murder?
Yes, I do.
And the others?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about your family, Mrs. Whitmore.
Thank you.
About your husband.
Thank you.
We'll bring him in. I'll try and bring him in without any... I'll find him.
You have reached the office of Dr. Jonas Julian. Please leave a message.
Jay, it's Owen. Something's happened. It's that Eugene Branch. I really need to talk to you right now.
Branch, and we're taking your calls all night. Eva, you're not a fan of capital punishment, even for the likes of Mean Gene?
Unreal, just unreal.
Deja vu all over again.
It's Branch. I don't know how, but he's orchestrating these killings.
You think he's doing this from prison?
Stop the execution, and I bet you the murders will stop too.
A circus-like atmosphere has taken hold outside the main gate at Townsend State Prison, where competing sides of this hot-button issue aggressively voice their opinions at one another. The recent murders have ratcheted up tensions to the boiling point as the countdown to the execution continues. And now, back to you, Jim.
Is this a joke? Can you talk? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Hands up, man!
That's okay! You're fucking out of your mind! You don't get it! Dr. Eugene Branch is following in his infamous father's footsteps, and it's believed to be the first time in
He's gonna want to see the warden.
history that a state has executed first a father and then his son.
Well, isn't it a known fact that evil begets evil? That's biblical, you know.
They should just do it already. Why all the fuss?
You know, we've got to be the last state still using electrocution.
National media makes us out as backward laughing stock.
So she gets the last laugh after all, huh?
I'll see you in the courtyard. Where you going, pretty boy? Welcome to hell. He's up. He's got a date with the devil.
We've got the same face, same eyes. I guess you've always been the best part of me, huh?
I'm no part of you. No part. Look at this. This is everything that you've bred. And it's insanity. It's insane!
Can't seem to calm our demons going. It's too bad. They metastasize, don't they?
No, stop. All of this, it's your fault. Everything that's happened is your fault. You're the one, you're making me lose my mind.
Well, in terms of what you experienced and what you witnessed as a boy, that's the truth. That's why Walter came in.
Wait, Walter, you mean my father?
Well, Walter.
My father.
Walter came here because of your fragility. That's the only thing you got in common with him.
You come here for the truth. You come here to find out what you were subjected to.
You come here to seek your sanity. That's what you got in common with me.
No, I'm not like you.
You're just like me.
Like you? Like you?
You're exactly like me.
I'm not like you. You disgust me. You disgust me, okay?
Then why are you here? Are you living in hope? Are you hoping to rationalize the obvious? Are you praying you don't have anything but blood in common with your father? Because that's the truth, isn't it? It's in you, my blood. I'm inside you. Same genetic markers define us, don't they? And you can't deny that. You can't deny it.
I can try.
It's okay, I live in hope. I prayed heredity would not consume 3 generations of this family. I prayed it wouldn't infect my boy.
My little boy.
Owen, my father succumbed.
Do you understand? He gave in to his urges. I wasn't going down that road.
I studied the markers.
I studied the encoded strings. Whatever it is that predetermines our inclinations, our behavior. It's not a matter of willpower. Do you believe this is a matter of willpower?
It's a choice. It's absolutely a choice. You choose to kill. You choose. You're a killer by choice.
I'm a killer by nature. Like you. I'm a killer by nature. By nature, Owen. I just don't want to see you go through the torments.
Do you know what they talk about out there?
They talk about victims. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue as to our torment.
What we live with.
What we go through.
Dress rehearsal. Big day tomorrow.
Do you understand the skills I possess? Do you know that I possess the God-given talent To reprogram a mutation.
For medical science, you carve them up?
Owen, if I can regenerate DNA into something salvageable, a salvageable bloodline, what does it matter? What is it? In the scheme of things, Owen, in 1,000 years of research and science, what does it matter? Whether I kill for me or I carve for you.
For me. For me, you carve? I hate you! I hate you, okay?
It's your legacy! Would you listen to me? You're a third-generation killer. I read the papers. I know what you've done. You turn yourself in. You turn yourself in right now. The scientific community will demand a stay of execution.
No, you want me to save you! You want me to save you, and I'm not here to save you! I'm here to save me!
Do you understand? Our genetic structure.
This is research. I'm here to save me! I need to be saved!
Eliminate the traits. Eliminate the traits that discipline society. Eliminate criminal behavior, Owen. This is research, Owen. This is research that can benefit mankind for generations in ways you cannot even fully imagine. You hear me? End criminal behavior as we know it. That's a legacy. That's a legacy.
Okay.
But I'm fucking kill you myself, you fucking asshole!
This is your answer for everything.
You son of a bitch, you!
I'm not a kid anymore.
Confusion and anxiety are the words of the day here at the Department of Corrections. Although Eugene Branch is set to be put to death when the clock strikes midnight tomorrow night, there are rumors of a last-minute appeal his attorneys are preparing based on the recent murders, which all bear the same signature trademark of Dr. Branch's victims.
So your room is all set up for you, Building 1? Get some rest. It's been one hell of a day. Oh. And you're gonna need this.
How did you know I'd be at the prison?
Your voicemail message wasn't too hard to figure out. Turns out Dr. Branch and the prison authorities were expecting you.
Ramus, she asked you to see me because of your expertise?
Criminal predisposition. It's the ability to foretell antisocial behavior based upon genetic makeup.
They knew. My parents knew. They knew that Branch is my dad.
After your father's arrest, you were placed in protective services. They found you a foster family, the Whitmores, who eventually ended up adopting you. They never told you about it for your own protection.
So, am I a murderer? Did I kill that girl? Did I kill Dr. Ramus? Did I? You're the expert, right?
You're safe here. The place is empty. Building's on lockdown. Medication will help you sleep. We'll deal with tomorrow.
The nightmares were so clear. And then the blacking out and the bloodstains. I needed to know if what I was feeling consciously was the same as what I was feeling subconsciously. And if I could have those feelings while I was wide awake.
This is good, Owen. This is a safe place for you to submit to your thoughts, your urges. We can't control who we are, but we can control how we handle who we are. When you're watching Maggie, or Where your instincts drive you. Has she angered you? Made you jealous? If you were alone with her,
sorry to interrupt you, Doctor. Detective Houlihan is here. I told him you two were in session, but he's insistent.
I understand. Tell him to meet me outside my office in 2 minutes. I was hoping this would wait until the morning.
Okay, is there like,
Bathroom.
Yeah, but...
It's right over there. Why don't you clean yourself up a little bit?
Okay. Thanks.
Can this wait, Detective? My patient is heavily medicated and desperately in need of sleep and observation.
Observation time is over, Doc. Where is he?
He'll be right out. He's just washing up.
I don't know if you're aware, but we found Walter Whitmore.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news. Especially for Owen. He can really use it right now.
Dead.
Brutally murdered.
Placed in the most unflattering position in his own bed, actually.
This is too much. This is just too much. Does he have to be told just yet?
Doctor, I am here to arrest Owen Whitmore.
Now.
Owen, I need you out here now. Owen.
Jesus! Scared the living shit out of me. Owen.
Didn't mean to.
Are you crazy?
I don't know.
You hurt me. Owen.
I just said I didn't mean to.
I mean, yesterday, Owen. Why would you push me away like that?
Who you think I am is not who I really am. I've been watching you. I don't know. I've been watching you, and I get... I don't know. I just get this feeling, and I just need you. I need you to look at me, and I need you to talk to me, and I need to hear you.
Okay.
My father is...
I heard. Owen, I'm so sorry.
This is why I can't be with you, okay? I might be dangerous.
Owen, you're dangerously close to pissing me off. Why would you push me away? Why?
Because I love you? Because I love you, and I can't chance that.
I know, Owen. I've always known. I know. Oh. Owen.
Thanks.
It's about time you figured it out.
Townsend State Prison, can I help you?
Hi, Warden Upton, please. This is Leona Whitmore.
I'll connect you.
Thank you.
Warden Upton.
Hi, Warden. I apologize for calling this late, but something has just been on my mind.
That's quite all right.
You told me when you had your meeting with Walter that he was anxious to see Jonas. But the thing is, when you had had the meeting with him, we had not met Jonas Julian yet.
Jonas Julian? No, Mrs. Whitmore. I was referring to our facility psychiatrist, Jonas Goddard.
Oh. Really? Well, it's an unusual name, and it just struck me as kind of odd. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any, badges, ID badges, or any staff photos that you could fax me to take a look?
Well, it's not protocol, Mrs. Whitmore, but,
Just for my own peace of mind.
considering the circumstances, I suppose I could. What's your fax number?
Jay's got me staying at a room here at the clinic. I hope it doesn't freak you out. You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Trust me, it'll be fine. This is messed up.
Let it go for the night, Owen.
I just don't trust myself to try to sleep.
Then trust me instead. Come sleep with me, Owen. Come sleep with me.
Thank you.
I've searched the grounds. The Jeep's gone. I'm assuming Owen is too. This kid has got to come off the street for all of our sake.
Detective. Tell me what you make of this.
Detective Houlihan, please.
Dr. Julian. What am I missing?
Yes, this is Leona Whitmore. Then page him. This is a big emergency. He has my number. Thank you.
Maggie. Ow! Hey.
Time to arouse your latent tendencies, young Mr. Branch. Receptiveness is simply a matter of timing. The mind must be softened up and then eventually completely torn down in order to reconstruct an entirely new perspective. The real perspective. The demons are naturally within you. It's your birthright. They simply need to be aroused. They all know the blood on your shirt was in fact Dr. Ramos. The detective did in fact come to arrest you, throw you in prison. But you can't have that. You'd never see Maggie again. Now's your chance. Middle of the gut. And then twist it hard. And again. And then just let him fall on the blade. Use his weight. And then tilt him over. And it's over. Leona intends to kill you. To avenge Walter. Without Walter. Without you. All she really wants is to die.
I'm told final preparations have been made and are in place for tonight's scheduled execution. It appears Dr. Eugene Branch has a date with death tonight at midnight. The only hope for Mean Gene at this point is a telephone call from the governor, which does not appear to be forthcoming.
You're behind these murders, aren't you? Jonas Goddard.
Ooh.
How long have you been Eugene's personal shrink? Did you actually believe that you were probing his mind? How many years did it take him to convince you that he was not insane?
Insanity. It's such a misunderstood condition. Did you know that all of us have shades of it within us? I'm surprised that Owen took as long as he did to unravel.
You made me doubt my son once, but never, ever again. Do the prison authorities know what a fraud you are?
Oh, make no mistake, Leona. I'm a doctor. I educated and positioned myself to be hired at the prison. Gene pioneered the early theories, but I took criminal predisposition mainstream until the Swedes created a new theory to disprove genetic linkage. Why Sweden is embraced as mainstream is beyond me. We had to find Owen, prove that he had the tendencies, that he was a killer like 2 generations before him. The Julian principle will once again be the dominant theory, and if it should happen to stay Gene's execution and send an avalanche of federal research funds my way, then hey.
All you care about is the money. You really are a fraud.
Additional research will benefit mankind more than you can ever imagine. Sometimes individuals have to be sacrificed for the well-being of all.
Following in Jean's footsteps?
Well, to achieve medical immortality, I'd follow Jean to hell and back.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh! Oh! Owen!
Morning, Mr. Whitmore. Sleep time's over.
Oh! Ow!
He's just doing what comes natural. It's time, Owen. She'll kill you and Maggie if you don't stop her. Now take it. That's right. Unleash it. Kill her. Walter's waiting. Send her to him. You've already done the hard part. The nurse, Dr. Ramos, Walter. And here's your handiwork from last night. Developing quite a taste for it, aren't you? Now you gotta kill her so that your father can live.
He's lying. You didn't kill that man last night. You didn't go anywhere. I was awake beside you the whole night, Owen. There was no sleepwalking, no blackouts. You were with me, and you slept peacefully.
You're wired to kill. You don't have any choice. Now do it.
You're not a killer, Owen. No matter what he says, no matter what your father might be, you do have a choice.
Don't repress it anymore. God damn it!
I wouldn't have fallen asleep last night, Owen. I promised you I wouldn't.
You didn't do those things. You couldn't have. I'm so sorry I doubted you.
Can't change what you are. You're wired to kill. What's the matter with you? Let me demonstrate.
Hey. Let her go. Let her go, Jay. Come on. Let her go.
You can't do it, can you? Look at you. You're pathetic. How could I have been so wrong? Well, you're not gonna screw up my life's work.
I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you myself.
Maggie's right. You're no killer. Tell me I wasn't wrong. Tell me you would have done it.
I'm offering you this assistance. Information which Owen could never explain himself. Because he's been traumatized. He will never heal until someone out there knows what he was subjected to.
To endure what he endured. To watch.
What it is he watched. Can you imagine? Someone, or he himself, he has to become cognizant, fully cognizant of the pain that he was subjected to. which in the final analysis, I myself am accountable for. But he is bound to be a troubled young man.
This is the video we thought Walter received. The only one we would have allowed. For your sake, Owen.
Warden, it's my father. Still,
I might be able to get you a moment, but nothing more.
Owen, you don't have to do this, Owen.
Oh, I think I need to.
All right, come on.
I'll meet you outside.
Can you give this young man a minute with Dr. Branch? And make sure everything is sanitized before you take him in.
Okay.
Once things are squared away, he'll take you in. But you've only got a minute. I'm needed in the visitation room, so good luck.
Thanks. Hi. What's that, are you the executioner?
That's me, boy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide to do that?
My daddy. Oh, he operated old Sparky damn near 40 years. And my granddaddy, he's a hangman. Do you believe that? An honest-to-God hangman? Guess it kind of runs in the family. Booka booka.
The only possible stay of execution at this point would be coming from the governor, who is obviously...
Let's get this over with, all right?
Yeah. Look, before you die, I need you to know something, okay? We share the same blood, yes, but that's all. That's all. My real father died last week. His death, I'll grieve.
Well, folks, we are still here at the prison. 15 minutes past the time we were told that Dr. Eugene Branch would be executed. Oh, and I've just seen the lights going in. Oh, that is usually a sign that the execution took place. We have a lot of happy people here. People are cheering. Some people are very sad. This is a very emotional case here at the Townsend State Prison.
He's gone.
Breaking news. We've just received word that Dr. Eugene Branch, who was convicted of murdering his wife and using her body for research, has been executed at 12:15 this morning. I repeat, Eugene Branch has been executed.